Hello, Cornerstone friends. This is Mr. Matt from Classroom 6, coming to you from my garage/office. I am not wearing my mask because I'm alone and I'm at home. Today we are talking about telling time. Okay? Um, it's important to use time in the community for transportation needs, business hours, and working at a job. Okay, and you need to know what time it is so you can catch a bus or get to school. You know what time it is to go to work, what time it is to go to school, um, and like what time a movie starts or something. So, say I want to um, catch the bus at 2:30. Okay, this right in front of us is called an analog clock. Okay, if I had to catch a bus at 2:30, it would look something like this. Okay, so the hours would be shown in orange. So the shorthand, and this might be a little bit hard to see, would be between the 2 and 3, and then that's the hour hand showing what hour we're talking about, and then the minute hand, which is a little bit not too straight, and I apologize for that, but 2:30 would look something like this if I had to catch the bus at 2:30 in the afternoon. There are different ways that you can tell time. Okay, most people I think nowadays use a cell phone. Okay, and I think on my cell phone you can see the time right there. Okay, and it also tells me the date. Okay, some people use a watch. Okay, alrighty. Okay, on this next page we're going over clock clues. Okay, there are two types of clocks basically. There is the digital clock, which is right here. This is digital, and that's the easiest clock to read. And then there is analog, okay? And that's the clock with all the numbers and the little hands that, go back and forth and everything. And sometimes, I think for some, sometimes that's a little bit more difficult to read. All right. Parts of a clock. The hours, and for the purposes of this lesson, the hours will be represented with orange. The hours are over here um, on the digital clock. These are the hours, and over here over here are the minutes. The hours on the left on a digital clock, and the minutes are on the right on a digital clock. Okay, and over here you see it says PM, and there's a little moon on there, so you can tell PM means means after 12 o'clock noon. Okay. Okay, so small hand on an analog clock, the small hand equals the hour. Okay. And the big hand equals the minutes. So this would be 11 o'clock. And that on the digital clock, that's 11 o'clock. Okay, on this next page here, um, to read an analog clock, step one is to find the hour. Okay. Look at the small hand right there. Okay. What number is it pointing to? This is the hour. Okay, so the small hand is pointing to the 7. So that means it's the hour is 7. It is between two numbers. Okay, well, the orange hand is supposed to be between the 7 and the 8. Even though it doesn't necessarily look like it's between the 7 and the 8. Okay, you pick the smaller number. Okay, so if the short hour hand is between the 7 and the 8, you go with the 7 because that's smaller than 8. Okay, so step 2, find the minutes. All right, look at the big hand, which is right here. And what number is the big hand pointing to? Yes, it's pointing to 3, but it's also pointing to 15, okay, on the outside of the clock. So you start at 12, 0, 0 means those are the minutes, okay? Count by 5 to each number on the outside of the clock. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so this is 7:15. And a digital clock, that would be 7, the the number 7, and then 2 dots, and then 1, 5. Okay. Okay. So the orange hand is for the hour, the blue hand is for the minutes. Okay, on this next page, we're talking about the time of day. Okay. So if you were to look at the time of day on a line like this that goes to the left and to the right, okay, the numbers going left would be the earlier times of day, like the morning. The numbers going to the right would be the later time of day. Okay, so that would be later time of day would be noon on. All right. The earlier time of day would be going to the left, and that would be before noon, going that way. So this is 12 midnight, from 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. And when you get to 12 noon, the morning ends. And then it's the nighttime. Okay? And so from 12 noon on, it's PM. Okay? And then it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock PM, 5 o'clock PM, 6 o'clock PM, 7 o'clock PM, 8 o'clock PM, and so on. So morning, okay, morning falls into this category right here. All right, anything from 12, from after 12, from 12 midnight to 12 in the afternoon. 12 o'clock noon. So okay, 12 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. is morning. Afternoon is 12 o'clock p.m., high noon, lunchtime, to 5:59 p.m., 1 minute before 6 o'clock. All right, so afternoon, okay, as you can see, is from 12 p.m. to 5:59 p.m. Evening is from 6 o'clock p.m. to 7:59 p.m. And night is 8 o'clock p.m. to 11:59 p.m. Okay, now we're going to go over some scenarios, and we do so love our scenarios. goes. The skill is relative time, earliest to latest. Okay. All right. I think we just had some sort of pause. My computer just acted funny there for a minute, and I apologize for that. Okay, so the first sentence here, Kelly, this young lady right here, needs to run errands in her community. What is the earliest time she can start running errands? Okay, we have 9:30 a.m., 9 a.m., or 8:30 a.m. Okay, let's jump back to our other page. So what is the earliest time she can run her errands? Okay, so she can start at 9 a.m. She could start at so she could start at 9 a.m. or she could start at 9:30 a.m., which would be roughly around here, or she could start at 8:30 a.m., which would roughly be around here. Okay, so again, the further we go to the left, the earlier it is. Okay, so if Kelly wants to start running her errands, the earliest she can run her errands would be not 9:30, not 9, but 8:30. Okay, what is the earliest time Kelly can start running her errands then? It's 8:30. Okay. Okay, the next scenario has to do with Juan. Juan needs to get a new photo ID. And of course, a photo ID is something you keep in your wallet. All right. Juan needs to get a new one of these, which you keep in your wallet, so you can go places and do things, and cash checks and all that, paychecks and all of that fun stuff. Juan needs to get a new photo ID. What is the latest time he can go to the Department of Motor Vehicles (DMV)? Which clock shows the latest time? Is it 1 in the afternoon, 1 p.m., 3 in the afternoon, 3 p.m., 4:30 in the afternoon, 4:30 p.m.? Let's go to the other page and find out. Okay, so we're back on our time of day page. Juan wants to go to the DMV. What's the latest time he can go to get his photo ID? Okay, so he could go at, let's see, he could go at 1 p.m. right here, or he could go at 3 p.m. right here, or he could go at 4:30 p.m., which is right about here. Okay, so if going this way to the right is the latest, then the latest one can go to the DMV would be 4:30. Okay, so what's the latest time Juan can go to the DMV and get his ID? 4:30 p.m. Alrighty. Okay, we're back to Kelly again. Kelly needs to register to vote at the library. What is the earliest time she can visit the library? Is it 9 o'clock a.m., 10 o'clock a.m., 11:30 a.m.? Let's go back to our time of day page and find out. Okay, we're back on our times of day page. Excuse me. And we're talking about Kelly. She wants to go to the library and vote, to register to vote, which is important. What's the earliest time she can go? Okay, let's see. Remember, going to the left, the further left you go, the earlier it is. So, and she could go at 11:30 a.m., which would be roughly around here. All right, she could go 10 a.m., which would be about here. Okay, or she could go 9 a.m., which would be about here. All right. So going to the left, the furthest back would be 9 a.m. Okay, so Kelly needs to register to go to the library. What is the earliest time she can visit the library? 9 a.m. Okay, we're back with our friend Juan. He needs to get food for his dog. What is the latest time he can go to the pet store to get food for his dog? Is it 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m.? Let's go back to our time of day page and find out. Okay, so Juan wants to go to the pet store. What's the latest time in the day he can go? Again, we're talking the further to the right that we go, the later it is in the day. Okay, so let's see. If he went at 6 p.m., that would be right here. Okay, if he went at 8 p.m., that would be right here. If he went at 8:30 p.m., that would be right here. Okay, so the furthest time to the right is 8:30 p.m. Okay. All right, so Juan needs to get food for his dog. The latest time he can go to the pet store is 8:30 p.m. Okay, on this next page, we're talking about telling time to the owl. Juan leaves to run errands at 9 o'clock a.m. Okay, choose the clock showing this time. All right, let's see what we have here for choices. Oh, and look at that, we zoomed right out. Is this one 9? Let's see over there. So is this one 9 a.m.? Is this one 9 a.m.? Is this one 9 a.m.? You said this one. You are correct. All right, let's see what the other. This is probably the analog clock. Okay, which one of these clocks shows? Alrighty, which one of these clocks shows 9 a.m.? We got this one. We got this one. We got this one. You chose one.
9 o'clock.
You are correct. Okay. Juan smiles at the bus driver as he gets on the bus at 12 o'clock p.m. Okay, 12 o'clock p.m. Choose the clock, the digital clock showing 12 o'clock p.m. Alrighty. Alright, which time shows 12 o'clock p.m.? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? If you chose this one, you are correct. For some reason, it did not register. Let's try that again.
12 o'clock p.m.
Alright, that was correct. Alright, so, and this, of course, hold on a second. This, of course, 12 o'clock p.m. is in the afternoon.
Afternoon.
Okay? And if we go back to Juan leaving to run errands at 9 o'clock a.m., that's the morning.
Morning.
Okay. All right, so let's choose the analog clock showing 12 o'clock p.m. Okay, I just love the way this zooms out. This program just seems to be able to do that. Okay, so which one shows, oops, no, one shows 12 o'clock p.m.? Okay, is it this one here? Is it this one here? With both hands going straight up? Is it this one here? The little hand on the 3 and the big hand on the 12? You chose both hands going straight up. You are correct.
12 o'clock.
Alrighty. Then the next page here. Juan checks the addresses of the stores before he goes shopping at 12:30 p.m. Show the time on the digital clock. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. They want us to type in the number. So 12. $12:30.
PM.
12:30 p.m. Right, and on the clock, that would be draw these hands in. All right, let's try that again. Let's just use black hands. Let's just get over there. And get over there. All right, that's what 12:30 looks like on the analog clock. That's what 12:30 looks like on the digital clock. All right, and 12:30 p.m. is the afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yep. Okay, just to make things clear on this page, we're telling time to the half hour now. Okay. Kelly rides her bike to the park at 6:30 p.m. What does that look like? Well, let's find out. Okay, I'm having a little trouble typing in the box here. 6, very good. 6:30, okay. And that's what 6:30 p.m. looks like
PM.
on the digital clock. And 6:30 p.m. on the analog clock. Look something like this. Oops, wait a minute. Okay. And of course, 6:30 p.m. is the evening.
Evening.
Okay. Okay, now we're telling time to 15 minutes. To 15-minute increments. Alrighty, Kelly searches for upcoming events on her community's website at 8:15 p.m. What does that look like on the digital clock? Let's see. Just taking a long time here. 8, 15,
PM.
15 p.m. That's what it looks like in the digital clock. And on the analog clock, 8:15 p.m. It looks something like this. Let's try that again. Pretty hard to draw straight lines on this computer. Right, so that'll roughly be 15 p.m. Okay, and that would be in the. Okay, so 8:15 p.m. is
Night.
at night. All right, Juan takes the bus to work at 3:45 p.m. All right. Okay, so 3:45. So we got a 3 here, 45 here in the minutes. 3:45 p.m. What does that look like on the analog clock? Something like this. It's hard to draw straight lines. So 3:45 looks something like that. And of course 3:45 in the p.m. is the afternoon.
Afternoon.
All right. Okay, now we're telling time to 5 minutes. Kelly goes to the post office at 8:25 a.m. Let's see what that looks like here. Digital clock. 8:25 a.m. Is it this one? This one? This one? Okay. 8:25 a.m. You chose this one. You are correct.
8:25 a.m.
And of course, that is the morning.
Morning.
And let's see what 8:25 a.m. looks like on the analog clock. Is it this one? This one? This one? You said this one. You're correct.
8:25.
Okay. All right. Kelly donates cans to the Community Assistance Center at 6:05 p.m. What does that look like? Hey, let's zoom out. All right, so the 6:05 look like this, and like this. You said this, you are correct.
6:05 p.m.
And that is in the evening.
Evening.
And what does it look like on the analog clock? 6:05. Does it look like this? Does it look like this? Does it look like this? You chose this.
6:05.
You are correct. Well, that's all we have time for today, Cornerstone friends, and next comes the song. See ya. Okay, Cornerstone friends, it is time for the song. This is a song by Bachman Turner Overdrive from the 1970s, and it mentions time. It's called Taking Care of Business. You get up every morning from the alarm clock's moaning, take the 8:15 into the city. There's a whistle up above and people pushing, people shoving, and the girls who try to look pretty. And if your train's on time, you can get to work by 9 and start your slaving job and get your pay. If you ever get annoyed, look at me, I'm self-employed. I like to work at nothing all day, and I'll be taking care of business every day. Taking care of business in every way. Taking care of business, it's all mine. Taking care of business and working overtime, work out. If it were easy as fishing, you could be a musician. If you can make sound sort of mellow, you get a second-hand guitar, chances are you'll go far. If you get it with the bright bunch of fellows. People see you having fun, just lying in the sun, tell you that you like it this way. It's the work that we avoid, and we're all self-employed. We like to work at nothing all day, and we be taking care of business every day, taking care of business every way, taking care of business. It's all mine, taking care of business and working overtime. Work out. You get up every morning from the alarm clocks, wanna take the 8:15 into the city. The whistle up above and people pushing, people shoving, and the girls are trying to look pretty. And if your train's on time, you can get to work by 9 and start your slaving job and get your pay. If you ever get annoyed, look at me, I'm self-employed. I like to work at nothing all day, and I'll be taking care of business every day, taking care of business every way, taking care of business. It's all mine, taking care of business and working overtime.